What is up, everyone? So today I'm going to be teaching you how I made this kind of animated 3D painting from a still PNG image in After Effects. This skill is really useful to have. You could really bring life to your photos, images, and paintings, whatever it is you want to do. So let's get straight into the tutorial. So here I am in the After Effects home screen. We're just going to open up a new composition, and we could really name it whatever we want to do. Here I'm going to name it Lady with the Earring, but then I kind of doubted myself if I was actually able to spell earring, so I had some trouble there getting set up. I eventually just named it some random jargon, and it really doesn't matter what you name your composition, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys basically how to get this set up. So you're going to want to bring your image into Photoshop and basically just do what I did here. Yeah, so those settings right there, you could pretty much just copy them. And yeah, that's how you separate the layers on the photo. As you can see, I'm trying to clean it up here. I'm having a lot of trouble doing that, but don't worry about what I'm doing. Just worry about what you're doing. All right, you're the one watching this tutorial, not me. So I think you're the one. So anyway, I'm just going to clean up these layers here, and that really just gives it a clean look. Once you have your layers separated in Photoshop, just triple check that you have a clean background. One thing you could do is once the image is separated from the background in different layers, you go in onto the background and just clone stamp the background pretty much. That works. I found it works really well on paintings. You're not really able to tell the difference. That way you can kind of get that animated thing. So as you can see behind her face, the background is filled in behind her body and hair as well. So that's the background. We have her face right there. I'm just going to go ahead and erase some parts there that just kind of don't line up because that is the hair layer. We don't want anything showing on the face and so on. I'm just going to go clean some stuff up, and then we're going to go to After Effects and import the layers. So what I'm doing here is pretty much just renaming all of the layers to keep everything organized. And honestly, this was really stupid of me. I could have saved some time because when we export the layer, you also have the opportunity to name it and choose a file path. But it's just easier if you have everything organized in Photoshop, I guess, whatever you want to do. Just organization, I guess, is the key. And that's something coming from me because I'm literally the most unorganized person. So now I'm in After Effects and I'm going to look up where all of my images are. There they are. And I'm going to bring them into After Effects here. And one of the things right off the bat that I noticed is as I bring down my background layer, which is a 1440 by 1440 image, the composition settings on After Effects do not match that, so I'm going to go in and fix that really fast. Now the background fits perfectly into our composition, and then we just basically drag and drop everything in there. It's not going to fit perfectly. You kind of have to move things around to make it work. But once you get that done, we're going to move on to the next step. So I have everything in After Effects now. And pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mess around with some settings, and that's how you do it. Thanks for watching. Peace. All joking aside, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the pin tool, and we're just going to place some pins on this person's neck and face and everywhere. If you can't find the pin tool, you should probably reconsider your career. So if you were following all the steps in the tutorial, this is where we should be at right now. This is exactly what your composition should look like. If it doesn't, you should probably go back and rewatch some of the parts. I pretty much explained everything, and this is honestly a pretty good final result. So this is, I think I'm going to go with this. That's my final result. If you guys are having any trouble, once again, feel free to copy my settings or just go back and rewatch the tutorial. If your composition does not look like this, once again, you did something wrong. I really don't know what to tell you. And yeah, this is what your final result should look like. If it doesn't look like this, you probably did something wrong. Be sure to like and subscribe.